Welcome or welcome back, my lovely Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Nodes. I'm your girl, Empath Divine, your intuitive reader, and welcome to Fire and Water. Happy 1st July here. May you guys' July be filled with abundance, good health, and tranquility. And this message here is going to resonate on what karmics, what blockages, what karmics are being released out of your path here. So this is showing a lot of healing work and things that you are doing so they can bring your blessings in. If you check my main page, Empath Divine Intuitive, I did do a read today that was focusing on what is the holdup on your blessing. So if you look at that, that might kind of click and resonate with what this reading is saying. But again, always make sure you're taking what you feel resonate towards you. You can always book a more personal read with your energy to see what's going on or what you may need to work on. Information is always in the description and community tab. But Sagittarius, as always, I thank you for your continued support on the channel. Please continue to give likes and share, and thank you for subscribing. And I appreciate any type of positive feedback you leave here. And don't forget to hit the bell button. You don't want to miss any time your reads are being noted on the page. Let's get started. Sagittarius is Sun, Moon, and Rising, the Most High. What is some karmics being released out of Sagittarius' life? It looked like there was a card flipped over, right? I'm trying to see. I thought it was, but oh, it is one. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna see what else is going on. What karmics is being pushed out of Sagittarius' life for their highest good here. I am going to pull out something of the Oracle cards. These are my channel cards, so I'm going to pull out something else. You guys got some big things getting ready to jump off for you guys, okay? Look at that. This poverty and lack of is interesting here. Major inner work here, Sagittarius, is that you guys are doing. The first card that came out is a pain that is stemming from your early youth here. So something has happened for some of you. Now, disclaim it if this has happened to you, Sag. This may not be for every Sagittarius, okay? Maybe this is for a Sagittarius you know, and maybe you need to tell them this. I don't know. But there is some type of pain. There is some type of trauma that is stemming from your early youth. Somewhere it could be from your teens, you know, maybe mid-teens, college. I don't know. There's something I feel traumatic, something that happened to you that involved others or maybe one particular person here. And when I look at the releasing addictions to ease pain, some of you may have had some type of addiction coping problem to try to cope away from what has happened to you. And I feel like now you are getting to this point that no more, you can't run from it. It's like the more that you're elevating and evolving and growing in your life here, this shadow tends to get bigger because that's the shadow that would try to hinder what you're trying to do here. So I do feel for some of you, you're like, no, I have to face this pain head on. I can't run from it. Perhaps you guys are, you know, going to decide to see a psychologist or a therapist about this, a trauma coach about this, or, you know, some of you are even facing this person or situation, you know, head on. I do feel for some Sagittarius, this can be some type of abuse, mental, you know, physical, sexual abuse. This could be. I do feel whatever this pain is, it did cause addiction, some type of addiction that you use as a coping mechanism to escape the reality here. But it's like, you know, you don't want to be on cloud nine anymore. You want to be in the now, in the current. So I feel like anything else that you're trying to work on, it has been causing a blockage, especially if you've been trying to have relationships. It causes you not to trust and have relationships because of what could have happened, okay? In your life here, you know. So I do feel like you are working on healthy mechanisms instead of maybe some of you drink a lot or smoke a lot or gamble a lot. Whatever you're doing healthy things. You know, I do feel some of you are getting into your fitness here. You know, you're working out, but again, I do feel you're doing mental work too, not just doing physical work, but you're doing some type of mental, emotional work. I do feel someone's writing a letter to maybe someone that has hurt you, maybe someone is in jail that has hurted you, and you didn't get a chance to let this out, or you're going to speak to this person head on about this energy here. For some of you, it may not be a pain stemming, but it is some type of addiction that you guys have been having to ease your pain. You've been doing something to mask your pain, and now you're working on releasing that. You're doing healthy coping mechanisms for this, okay? So that is really powerful, Sagittarius. I feel like whatever this situation is, this is something that's been tailing you for so long in your life. I do feel some Sagittarius that's listening to me got to be anywhere in your mid-20s, mid-30s and up, and this is something that has been tailgating you. It's been on you for so long, and you're like, you know what, that's it. I do feel you guys are getting into some type of awakening, and you're like, I have to take care of this problem. I can't run from it, okay? So we have poverty and lack of resources. So again, If you've been noticing, Sagittarius, that you have a lot of issues with money and stability, it could be stemming from what you've been through. Maybe your pain was living in poverty, never having enough here, and that caused you to do other things to make ends meet. You're letting that go. You had a lot of karmic debt in your life. This karmic debt can also been a connection to your ancestry bloodline. So I do feel there is some Sagittarius that has been doing ancestry work. So you're most likely cleansing. You're paying karmic debts off. You're paying your ancestors' karmic debt off. I feel like you're going to go through the life of not having enough. You're going to have the resources here. Also, Sagittarius says, I feel like you guys were in a karmic job here. You're putting in your 2 weeks and you're walking away. I have said this on reads before here, that our karmic comes in all forms. Sometimes our karmic could be our relationship who we're with. Our karmic could even be our family who we're with. Our karmic could even be our city and state we live in, and even our job. So I do feel like your karmic job, whatever that you were working in, Sagittarius, it was something for you to learn. I feel like if you've been stuck to a job here and this job doesn't benefit you, it could have something to do that was helping you to learn how to stand up for yourself here. So also, that's another powerful thing. Honestly, Sagittarius, I feel in general for you, there is big major change and transformations with your life in a whole, and that is because you are standing up here. That's what I feel too. I don't feel like you're no longer running from whatever these situations may be. Now, you had a bonus card. I didn't see this one flipped out here. And yeah, we also have you're no longer shutting people out. So again, the shutting people out, not wanting a lot of people to be involved with what's going on, could have a lot to do again with what could have happened in your childhood life, or just in general with the way how you grew up here. But I feel like you're starting to open up, but you're learning who to open up with here. But yeah, I do feel there is going to be major changes with your job here. I feel like you guys are getting out of a hellhole here, and the lack of energy is definitely leaving here. So that is powerful here, Sagittarius. This shows me that you've been through a really, really rough patch in your life here, Sag here. And I'm hearing this energy that it calls people to misunderstand you, but now you're going to have people to understand you. Instead of shutting people out and treating people the wrong way, now people's going to really understand this. I am feeling this energy. Some Sagittarius might be wanting to write a book or something of that sort here. Okay, so we have Pluto here. If any of you know your chart, Sagittarius, or you may want to look up your chart, just research it in. Put free natal chart. Look up your Pluto, because it could be, I feel Scorpio is somewhere sitting in there. It's something that's been sitting in your transit for a long time. Look that up, because it's something that's been sitting in your energy for a very long time. And I'm telling you, it's probably been causing a lot of stagnant energy for a long time. Like I said, Sagittarius, I feel for some of you, this energy is something stemming from, some of you could be in your mid-20s to 30s and up, and this could be something that has been sitting in your Pluto for such a long time, and it's finally coming out here. But it is beautiful that it's saying transformation here. So you are changing, you are going through major decision moves. Your spirit guides are there. A lot of you could be connected to your ancestors and your spiritual team more. Like I said too, I feel like you're doing a lot of root work here. Again, I am picking up that energy that you have been paying off karmic debt to your bloodline, because that could have been affecting your money as well, money and stability here. Okay, you're getting very grounded here. Again, we have family, home, and commitment. Again, I feel like a lot of things, the reason why a lot of you had a lot of blockages and things happening in your life here, it has something to do with your foundation and home life. It could be something that has happened with parents, relatives, even with Pluto here. And I feel like you need to look at your North Node here. Somebody really needs to look at their chart really good here, because there could be things in your I don't know, they're telling me to say fourth house, and to be honest, guys, I don't dig into that. But research people that's into that, astrologists, you may need to get a read for that with your chart. But it could be something going on in your fourth house, or something I'm picking up. They're saying fourth house, but something is changing here. You guys are doing work here. You're doing a lot of work here. I feel like you guys are cleaning house. Okay, it's like you're rewriting your story over. And it's interesting because we have harvest and autumn at the bottom of the deck here. And I feel like when autumn comes in, which it hits in around like the 21st or 22nd of September here, I feel like you guys are like in this energy of a complete transformation here. So something finally becomes crystal clear and available for you. But as long as you're doing this work here, Sagittarius, just know you're never alone. I want to say that too, because I feel like, Sagittarius, a lot of you have felt very alone in your life here. You felt very misunderstood. People did not understand you. So I feel like you do have your guides and ancestors helping you. Some of you can have a female ancestor with you, or a loved one here. that's always guiding you and leading you here. But I feel like areas in your family, home, and commitment and relationships, that is changing. Because again, if you look at this baby shoe here, I feel like you guys are healing that inner lost child of you that never has been healed here. Okay, maybe some of you want to have a family here, and maybe some of you been afraid to have a family and have kids because of what you have been through. But I do feel a 360, a change is coming around here. So that is really beautiful, Sagittarius, that there is major transformations. Again, look at my main page if you know, do not follow it. And I did talk about what's the hold up on your blessings to come in. So if you look at that, Sagittarius, that may have a connection to this read. And also check out self-love messages. It should be up already, that I'm putting up for July for more messages to help you as well too. Okay, so yeah, very powerful reading for you, Sagittarius, is to take it one day at a time here. And this may be for some Sagittarius that may have to start on this journey here. You know, if you want change in your family, home life, and career life and things of that sort, you have to do this 360. But I am urging someone to get an astrology read on their natal chart. And you might need to get you know, just you might have to get a oh my god, they're saying a life path regression read, because you may need to see something within your past life here that's going on. So feel free to research that, but you know, and that will help you as well too. But I do feel, Sagittarius, you guys are doing everything in your power to just make this 360 change, and this is definitely going to make these blessings come in while you're doing this. Okay, so just take care of yourself and make sure you're just taking it one day at a time. And I did see the beautiful number 1111 as I was getting ready to end this video. Take care of yourself.